China's declining birth rate is a problem, dipping below the death rate for the first time since 1960. What's the future of China going to look like if this trend is allowed to unravel?
I think the decline that you just talked about is really a legacy of the one-child policy. Right? The one-child policy was introduced in 1980 and was finally changed in 2015. In my opinion, that's at least 10 years too late. After that, they also took away the limit on two births per family. And I think they are going ahead to say, no more limitations. You can have as many as you want. The death rate that we see actually included the COVID effect. Death rate is exceptionally high in the last couple of years. But even then, I think it's still clear that birth rate has been declining. But I think China is doing something about it. For example, they are trying to change the marriage eligibility age. So you don't have to be so old before you can be married. But my personal feeling is that China really ought to aim at a stable population, which really means that it should have a net reproduction rate of 1, right? Which means that on average, there should be 2 kids per family. But it will take a little while to achieve this. But I also want to say that there's no labor shortage. All right, for the following reason. One is that there's still a lot of surplus labor in the countryside, in the rural area. The agricultural sector produces 7% of GDP, but employs 22% of labor force. So that means there's still room. If you look at the number of people between 60 and 65 in China today, 70 million. So if those people are allowed to voluntarily to come back to the labor force, there's no problem. The government said they would begin to consider extending the mandatory retirement